Hello students, today we will learn our next topic, uniform circular motion. That activity we have given here, that is reduced from our syllabus for this year. You can do this at your home. So that is for your self study. So let's we see what we have given here. When an object is moving with a constant speed along a circular path, the change in velocity is only due to the change in direction. Hence, it is accelerated motion. When an object moves with constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called uniform circular motion. Example we have given here, the motion of stone in a sling or that of any point on a bicycle wheel when they are in uniform motion. And another example we will take, that is general. We can see the hands of clock that also circulate uniformly in a circle. So that is also uniform circular motion. If an object moving along a circular path of radius r takes time t to come back to its starting position, its speed can be determined using the formula given below. Speed is equal to circumference upon time, and that is v is equal to 2 pi r upon t. R, that is the radius of the circle. This is the formula for the calculate speed. Next we have given, that is the determining the direction of velocity in uniform circular motion. This also a simple activity you have given here. You have to make a disc, and on that you have to keep a coin, and then that coin is thrown off. In which direction you have to see that one. Observe the direction in which the coin is thrown off. The coin will be thrown off in the direction of the tangent which is perpendicular to the radius of disc. Thus, the direction in which it gets thrown off depends on its position at the moment of getting thrown off. It means that as the coin moves along a circular path, the direction of its motion is changing at every point. Students, here they have given that the coin will be thrown off in the direction of the tangent, like this, tangent of the circle, and that is perpendicular to the radius. So this is perpendicular to the radius of this disc. Thus the direction which gets thrown off depend on its position. Where that is thrown off, that depend on the position of that coin. Suppose the position of coin is here, that will be thrown off in this direction. If here that coin, that will be thrown off in downward direction. So like this, the direction will be changed related to its position. It means that as the coin moves along a circular path, the direction of its position changing at every point. Students, this next solve example, that is reduced from your syllabus. So this one simple division here that you can learn at home. Next we have given, that is Newton's laws of motion. What could be the reason for the following? First, a static object does not move without the application of a force. Second reason, the force which is sufficient to lift a book from a table is not sufficient to lift the table. Third, fruits on a tree fall down when its branches are shaken. Fourth, an electric fan keeps on rotating for some times even after it is switched off. If we look for reasons for the above, we realize that objects have some inertia. We have learned that inertia is related to the mass of the object. Newton's first law of motion describes this very property, and it's therefore also called the law of inertia. All the instances of inertia are example of Newton's first law of motion. Students, first they have given the static object does not move without a application of a force. If any object is at the rest position, that cannot move without a force. If I have kept here pen, and if we want this can be moved from this place to the another place, for that we have to be use some force on this pen, and then it will be moved from its place. Like this, another they have given the force is sufficient to lift a book from a table is not sufficient to lift the table, because the book weight is less, so we have to be use less force to pick up the book, but the table mass or weight is more there, and that's why we want more force to lift up the table. Another they have given the example of fruits on tree fall down when its branches are shaken. Because of the gravitational force, it will be fall on the ground. Then an electric fan keeps on rotating for some time even after its switch off. There is some inertia in that fan, and that's why the fan is rotating after the switch off. Some while it is rotating, some force is remain there. It is not suddenly stop at that place when we switch off that fan. That's why they have given about that object have some inertia in that.